Of course, I have to reshoot the video because the as I shot the video the last time, I went to a different conversation and I lost track of the whole idea for this video. So the idea for this video was buy gifts even if they're expensive. Now let me explain, right? So the whole idea is, let's say you're traveling somewhere and you find something that looks good to you and you're like, okay, this will make a good gift for my partner, my mother, my dad, or my sibling, or any of your friend, right? There are two things that you can do there and then, right? You can buy the gift and be happy with it, move on. You skip the gift, you go on Amazon or Flipkart, and then you buy it there. And you're like, okay, I'll save 400 or 500 or any amount of money that you want to save, and then you will gift it, because technically you're getting the same thing but online, right? That's where my point comes in. I'll give you an example for this. I was in Bangalore sometime last year, no, 2 years back, if I'm not wrong, right? So I like watches, right? And I like to see my parents and my brothers and my friends wear good watches, right? So for my parents, when they were younger, big brands were HMT, Titan, and some more brands, right? So I knew gifting them something new which doesn't make sense to them is pointless, and gifting them those watches makes more sense. And Bangalore has some of these HMT museums, right? So I went to this HMT museum, let's call it Museum A, and I found some watches there. But I was not very keen on buying a certain watch, so I went to a different store and I couldn't find anything over there. So I had to make the trip back to the A store and buy a few watches for my parents, right? Now I could have easily bought those two watches online on Flipkart or Amazon and they would have showed up the very next day on my doorstep. But I chose to go back to that original store, buy those two watches, and give them to my parents. And then I told this whole episode and story to them. So now, when you look at that watch, for my parents, it's a watch that their son got from Bangalore after hustling A to B and B to A. Right. It has a good story attached to it, which makes that gift a bit more special, and a bit it has an asterisk to it, that it wasn't just a purchase done online and given to your parents in a pretty gift wrap. It was something that their son had to do X and Y for to buy the watch, and their son was on a trip somewhere, right? So that story makes that gift a bit more special. So whenever you're traveling and you see something, okay, this looks good for someone I know, or someone like this will be enjoyed by someone that's very dear or near, that's very near and dear to me, buy that there and then. Because then when your special one looks at it, they will look at it like, oh, Madhav got this for me from his trip to, let's say, Dubai, Bangalore, Delhi, or somewhere, right? It has something attached to it, rather than buying it online, making it just a transaction. It's better to buy it when you look at it and you're like, oh, this will look good on that person, I should buy it. That makes a lot more sense to me than it might for someone else. And I think that's how gifting should be. And I'm sorry if I'm rushing this video, the camera is on very low battery and I'm doing it, this is my second take of the video. But yeah, I hope you get the idea of the video. Buying a gift online versus buying a gift when you're traveling. Don't be cheap when you're traveling and you're buying things for your folks or your friends or whatever. Because when you're buying things when you're traveling, it has a story to it. But when you're buying things online and you're sending it to your peers or whatever, it has no emotional story to it. What are you gonna say? Oh, I saw this in New York or I saw this in Dubai and I thought it's good, but it was a bit expensive there. So I came back home, ordered on Flipkart, and it got delivered to you. Is that a story that you want your friends to have of that particular item? Probably not. Yes, of course you can manipulate it. Yes, people, I know manipulation exists. You can manipulate it. I got this from there, and be my guest. But deep down in your heart, you will know what the game is, and you will be like, should have bought it there and then. I think that's a tiny little message. not even a message, but that's the conclusion for the video. Gift more and like buy things whenever you can. Don't be like, okay, I'm gonna buy this online. Don't be that guy. Trust me, you're not that guy. And that's it for me. I think I'll shoot more content in a bit. I'll see you in the next one.